everyone, it's Sharon from Sharon at Sea Travel. One thing we enjoy doing here at Sharon at Sea Travel is sharing travel tips with you guys. So I have come up with 13 travel hacks, and there's a couple on there that even maybe the more experienced or seasoned travelers may not know, and I even have one for you RVers out there as well. All right, before I get into my hacks, if you are new to our channel and you enjoy cruise and travel vlogs, tips and reviews, I would like to invite you to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to click that notification bell so you will get notified when we post new content, because we have a lot of new content coming your way very soon. All right, I'm gonna get started with one of the most frequently asked questions I receive regarding cruising. And this can also apply to hotel stays as well. All right. So you have to either check out of your hotel in the morning, usually that's around 11 o'clock or so, or you get off the cruise ship early and maybe you don't have a flight until later that afternoon or that evening. Contact Nanny Bag. That's right, nannybag.com. You can contact them and you can search for a place in the area to store your luggage while you explore the city. It's like a babysitter for your luggage. And it's very inexpensive as well. I put in Miami just to kind of see what was in that area, and there were some places that came up, and it was only about $6 a bag. So pretty inexpensive, so that you don't have to lug that luggage around all afternoon with you. All right, number 2, book your flight early. Now I realize if you're getting off a cruise ship, you do not want to book your flight before like noon or 1 p.m. or so, but if you're heading to your destination or maybe you're just on a land vacation, book an early flight, because flights these days get changed very frequently. And if you have a flight early in the day, the chances are if your flight gets canceled or changed, there's going to be other flights with the airline throughout the day that you're going to be able to hop on and get home that same day. If you've one of the last flights, for the day, that airline may not have other flights that day, and you may be stuck at the airport overnight, or scrambling around to find a last minute hotel. And you do not want to end your vacation that way. That is not a fun way to end your vacation. Number 3, bring an extra phone charger. That's right, purchase a phone charger, put it in your carry-on bag, and just leave it there. Don't ever take it out, and you'll always have it. Do you know that phone chargers are one of the most forgotten items when going on vacation? And they're actually probably one of the most forgotten items in a hotel room as well. According to a few different hotel workers I've spoke with in the past, they said that was the number one thing they find in hotel rooms that people forget. Some hotels will say they even have a drawer full of phone chargers that people have forgotten. So you may be able to borrow one at a hotel as well. But purchase one ahead of time, put it in your carry-on, because you know how expensive phone chargers are at the destination you're traveling to or the airport. You don't want to pay those prices. So save yourself some money, buy an extra phone charger, and just store it in your carry-on at all times. Number 4, if you plan to drive your car to the airport and leave it while you're on vacation, remember to take a picture of where you parked your car. When you come back after a week's vacation, you're not going to remember where you parked, probably. I know we don't. We used to look at each other and be like, do you remember where we parked the car? And we're like, no. So we would be walking all around the airport, getting frustrated, and no need for that. Just take a picture. It will save you a lot of trouble, frustration. You won't be fighting amongst yourselves trying to figure out where you park the car. So take that picture. And you know what? That also is great for like theme parks and places like that you go as well. Number 5, if you are flying internationally, make sure you bring a pin in your carry-on. And I do not mean your carry-on that's in the overhead bin. I mean the carry-on that you're going to have with you in your seat, under your seat, maybe like a handbag, backpack, something like that, whatever you have at your side. Because you are probably going to have a form of some sort to fill out, a customs form or something, before you arrive to your destination, and you do not want to be the one getting up, opening the overhead bins, trying to fumble through your luggage to find a pin, or have to go around and ask other, guests on the flight if you can borrow a pin. So just save yourself the time, the hassle, and bring a pin. If you plan to rent a car, or this can apply to a hotel room as well, it is a good idea to take a picture of any damage you might find. Now, I know in a hotel room you can call them right away and show them the damage, but a rental car, you may not notice something, and then you may drive off the lot and, the first stop, you see something, and you know you didn't do it. So take a picture of it, and that way you can email it to yourself, which you can then email to them as well if need be, and there's a timestamp on it. So that way, you know, it's just going to help you get out of that responsibility of paying for any damages. So take a picture. All right, next, speaking of taking a picture, take a picture of your passport and email it to yourself. I know there's a lot of controversy on this, but I would highly recommend this. I mean, it will save you a lot of time and hassle if you should misplace or have your passport lost or stolen. It's going to help you get back where you need to go by having that picture. I know that people say, oh, if someone gets into your email, then they would have that information. But you know what? If someone hacks your email, there's going to be a lot of other things that they can get to that maybe even worse than having a copy of your passport. So take a picture. It could potentially save you a lot of headaches if your passport is lost or stolen. Number 8, download the app FlightAware. FlightAware is an app where you can put in your flight information and it will tell you where your plane is right at that moment, whether it's en route to the destination, whether it's left the previous airport before. And this is a good app to have in case you want to know where your plane is. Maybe you're running late to the airport and you're like, oh my gosh, am I going to make it or not? Maybe my plane will be a little late and then I will make it on time as well. Maybe you have a close connecting time, you know, like maybe less than an hour between flights and you're worried about making it to that next flight. You can go on there and check and see if that flight's arrived yet at the airport. So there's a lot of good things you can do with this app to find out about your flights. So I would recommend you download the FlightAware app. It can be very useful in your travels. Next, speaking of apps, do not forget to download your airline app, hotel app, or cruise line app. These can be very useful, especially these days. The airline app, you can use that to download your mobile boarding pass. You'll need it on flights to watch movies, things like that. Also, hotels, you can do a contactless check-in at most hotels these days, and view your reservation, things like that. And the cruise line, there's a lot you can do on their apps now, from your check-in, your online check-in, to booking excursions, dining, all kinds of things, and that does vary between cruise lines, but there's so much you can do on the cruise line app these days. So don't forget to add those important apps to your phone before you go traveling. Next, here is my tip for the RVers. Download the app Gas Buddy. You can find out where the cheapest gas is in your area or where you are at that time. This is a really helpful app. It can save you a lot of money, especially filling up those big RVs. That can be really expensive to fill up with gas for a trip. And there's other things you can do as well. You can go on and there's some things on their website where you can kind of plan out your trip, and it'll tell you how much your trip is going to cost in gas. So you can put the make and model in of your car and things like that, or your vehicle, RV, whatever you're driving, and it will tell you approximately what this trip is going to cost you. So you can kind of plan your vacation. It'll help you with, the finances of planning, budgeting that trip. So that's a really cool feature it offers. And like I said, you can put in the area you're in and it will tell you the cheapest place to stop and get gas to fill up. I know I just tried it out a few minutes ago and I just put in Phoenix for our area here, and gas is running about $3.13, $3.15 a gallon right now here, and it came up with a price at a 76 gas station for $2.89. So that is a pretty good savings. Especially when you're filling up something that takes a lot of gas. That's going to be a good savings. So download the Gas Buddy app. It will really help you. And that'll help you in everyday life actually too. If you commute to work and things like that, you can use that to find the cheapest gas, and it'll, save money on your regular daily budget as well. Number 11, make sure you bring some plastic bags with you on your vacation, like quart and gallon size Ziploc baggies. There's so many things you can use these for, from putting snacks in, putting toiletries, sunscreen, jewelry, like so many things, wet swimwear. It's endless what you can use these for, and they come in very handy when you're on vacation. I mean, I don't know how many times we've used baggies for different scenarios, different things. So throw a few baggies in your luggage. You'll thank me for it later. All right, number 12. Speaking of plastic, pick up a pack of plastic shower caps at the store before you go. These can come in handy as well. The biggest thing we use them for is we like to roll our shoes in them, in our luggage, so that our shoes don't get close to our clean luggage. It kind of protects them, and it protects our luggage as well. They come in very handy for that. Also, you can use them for other things, like maybe if you do have something wet or dirty that you need to roll in something to protect your clothing or your luggage on the way back from your trip as well. So they come in very handy. They're very inexpensive. You can get a pack of anywhere from like 6, sometimes come in 6, 8, or 10 in a pack. You can get them at the dollar store actually for $1, and I think they're only like $1 at Walmart as well. So pick those up. They'll come in very handy, and when you're done, you just throw them away. You know, get rid of those germs, throw them away, and you know, just buy a new pack when you travel next time. And number 13. If you are one of those people that like to pack light and do laundry on your vacation, okay, I'm not one of those, but if you're one of those, here's a great tip. Purchase some 3-in-1 laundry sheets. So a lot of people I know will bring a little bit of laundry detergent in a container, or fabric softener, or dryer sheets and things like that, but they can potentially leak in your luggage. They take up space. The 3-in-1 laundry sheets are kind of like a dryer sheet. They're just sheets, and you throw it in the washing machine with your clothes, and it has the soap in it. Then you take the sheet and you put the same sheet in the dryer with your clothes as well, and that has the fabric softener in it. Come in very handy, for the most part inexpensive. I saw a brand called WASHEZE on Amazon, and it was about $10 for a pack of 10. And so that's only like $1 a load. That's very inexpensive to do laundry. So I would highly suggest you purchase those and bring with you. They'll take up less space in your luggage. You don't have to worry about anything spilling. It's a great buy. And I'll put the WASHEZE link on Amazon in the description below, just so you can check it out. You know, I didn't really know about these until recently. So I don't know. I don't know if you've heard of them. And I know they make other brands of this as well. But the WASHEZE were probably one of the least expensive, and they do sell them on Amazon. So very convenient. Hope you enjoyed all my travel tips and hacks, and there's at least one out there that maybe you didn't know about. If you have any of your own, please post them in the comments below. We love helping all our fellow travelers to help everyone's vacation run as smooth as possible. Thanks for watching. Happy cruising and safe travels.